Hello everyone, it's Nina here with Waffle Flower. Welcome to the Stamping Village Holiday Fest. Earlier this year, we teamed up with some other companies to exhibit at a trade show together. We called ourselves the Stamping Village and decided to have more collaborations. I started Waffle Flower about 5 years ago to explore the possibilities in stamp and die designs. We're now a 5-people team in our office in Mesa, Arizona, with 3 design team members helping us with the release samples. We're supporters of original art. In our releases, you'll find pretty florals by Carla Jordan, Helen Dardick, and Wanna Bedford. Fun and graphic designs by me and JJ Bolton. Whimsical designs by Big Bear and Bird, Illustrator Camo, Liz Meitinger, and Flora Waycott. Starting this year, we also ventured into tools, storage, and embellishments. The Holiday Seals stamp set is designed by 12 members of the Stamping Village. 100% of the net profits made from this collaboration set will benefit the Dreaming Zebra Foundation. You can find out more about them in my blog post linked below. The Waffle Flower seal is designed by our brand new illustrator, Cassie Loiseau. She kindly let us use her little mouse for this collaboration. In the next part of this video, our design team member Channin will share her idea on how to use the holiday seal along with a sneak peek to our October release.
Hello everyone, it's Channin here for Waffle Flower Crafts. In this video, we are going to create a project using the Holiday Seals stamp set by the Stamping Village. This awesome set comes with 12 different seals that are perfect for your holiday envelopes. We're going to use this cute little mouse one here by Waffle Flower to create our project today. I'm actually going to be creating a card and an envelope, but I'm going to start with the envelope first. So I have some white cardstock in my MISTI, and I have my seal there mounted in MISTI as well. I'm going to ink it up with Memento Tuxedo Black and stamp it. Then I will ink it up a second time and stamp it again. This is just to ensure it's nice and bold and crisp. And then I'm going to move on to Copic coloring. I'm going to do some really simple Copic coloring today, starting with my lightest color, which is E51, and all my colors I'm using are on screen so you can follow along. And then I'll move on to my medium shade, which is E21, and then last my darkest shade, which is E33. And then I will go back through my markers. Now I'm on my medium, just blending out that transition between the medium and the dark, and then my lightest blending the transition from the light to the medium. I quickly colored in the ear with a couple really light reds, and now I'm working on my background. I'm going to create a nice gradation here with these kind of sagey greens, and I will incorporate this green color in the card as well, so the envelope and the card will hopefully really go well together. I'm just finishing up with my darkest shade here, which is YG67. Now I'm going back through with my medium, blending that transition, and now my lightest here, which is G20. After I finished that, I decided I took a little too much away, so I grabbed my medium shade and applied a little bit more color, and then blended that out a little bit more again with my lightest shade. And that finishes my gradation. Now I'm just cleaning up a little spot where I've got some of the green on the mouse, and I now have the Nesting Circles die from Waffle Flower. I grabbed a die off that set, and I am going to use it to die cut my seal out. It almost perfectly matches the seal, which is really awesome. It does leave a very tiny border, which I really like because I'm going to take advantage of it and add some red to this seal, so I think it really has a really finished look. So I have R27 here. I'm coloring not only the border but also that little bit of white cardstock left behind by the die cut, and then I will also color the very edge of the die cut just to make sure it has a really clean and finished look. Now I wanted to add a little bit more detail, so I grabbed my white gel pen here, and I'm just going to add some polka dots to this little mouse's scarf, and then I will also kind of add some more white back to the marshmallows. I think they got a little green, and that actually finishes my seal. Now that I finished my seal, I'm now going to move on to my card. I actually have an A2 panel here already stamped out with my images and my sentiment. I'm going to start by coloring this mouse. I'm going to color in the same way that I colored the mouse in the seal, and you probably noticed that this mouse is exactly the same as the mouse in the seal, so the card is really going to match well with the envelope. I just repeated the process for the second mouse on this card, and now I'm going to finish up by coloring their ears. I'm now going to move on to the smoke and use a couple grays for that, and these images images are actually a sneak peek. They are going to come out in some new stamp sets releasing in October, and they are so cute. I'm now moving on to the scarf. I have some reds picked out for that, some really nice bold Christmas reds. Start with my lightest, then my medium, and now I'm on my darkest here, and then I'll just quickly blend them back through the colors. It's such a small area, the blending goes really fast. Now I'm going to use those same reds for the teeny little mug that's in that mouse's hand, and then I'm going to color this scarf that same set of sagey greens that I used for the background of the seal, and I'm going to color not only the scarf but also that little mug in the other mouse's hand. And then I'll just finish these green parts out with a little bit more of my blending just to get a nice gradation. And once I finish that, this card front is all done. I'm actually going to trim this down just about 1/8 of an inch on all the sides, so I have a nice beautiful red border. So here you can see the panels already trimmed down, and I'm now going to adhere it onto a A2 side folding card base. I'm going to use some liquid glue to adhere this panel down, just center it down there, and that actually completes my card. A very simple card, but I do think it feels very Christmassy, and it really goes well with that cute little seal that we created. The only thing I'm going to do in addition is take some washi tape here and add it to the opening of this envelope. Of course, normally you would add your card inside your envelope before you do this. And after I stick this washi tape down, I'm going to grab my seal, and that seal is just going to be centered right on the back side of this envelope. And I would use some liquid glue to hold that down in place. I'll now hold the card and envelope so you can look at these more closely. I love these little mice. I think they are so darling, and I just love how the seal and the stamp images work so well together. It really makes creating cohesive envelopes and Christmas cards so easy to do. I hope you guys enjoyed today's projects. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.
This video is part of the Stamping Village Holiday Fest. Each of the participating company will pick a winner from the comments left on all of our YouTube videos to receive a $50 gift card. Remember to comment by September 18th. You can find the links to all the videos on this hub in the video description below. Thank you again for joining us today, and I'll see you again soon.